Hello and welcome to my HO scale model railroad layout. This is Morgan's Rock Railroad, and I need to clarify something real quick. My name is not Morgan. My name is Bob. So hello everyone from Bob. Morgan is my dog, one of my dogs, and my wife found that he had a rock in his mouth one day and had to pry it out, and I have that rock on the layout. And I just decided to name the town and the railroad after him. So it's Morgan's Rock Railroad, and it's using Montana Rail Link equipment. So that's where that all comes from. Anyhow, I hadn't planned on doing a video for a while. I thought nice weather was here, but I was wrong. Mother Nature kind of took that all back and made it rain for about a week, and made it miserable for a little while. So I stayed indoors and started working on the Morgan's Rock Railroad little rail yard here. And as you can see, I've started the grass layering. Some 2 millimeter, 4 millimeter different shades. Getting ready to add some more out there. A couple of layers here and there. Since this is the 2-stall engine house here, I decided to try my luck at making some greasy, oily areas, and I went with India ink, diluted with 91% alcohol. I kind of like it. I think I would like to make it a little more nasty, but we'll let that dry up a little bit and get some more of the grasses down in there and some more stuff that grows wild. But this is what I've been doing for those rainy days. And that's my kind of almost scratch-built building back there, their garage. Not sure that placement there. I still need to put a back piece back there. I hate when I go brain dead. That's what happens when you get old. Anyhow, I've been working on this. And another thing I tried is I wanted to do a crossing here for the workers, and I wanted it to look like asphalt. So what I did was take some of that black Hobby Lobby sand and regular dirt from my backyard, mixed it up and put some black pigment in it, and it kind of looks like asphalt. I think it came out pretty decent. I tried it with acrylic paint, but it would have made great acrylic paint cookies. So that didn't work out too well. So I went with putting that in, and of course I used the 91% alcohol to let the glue flow, and it's hard as a rock. And coming down here, we have the tool trailer, the old Burlington Northern with the missing axle. Probably see those everywhere. Maybe not the Burlington Northern, but the old trailers used for tool trailers. I'm going to dirty that up eventually. And we have the old Yardmaster house here. Kind of came up with the story of, well, the town of Morgan's Rock has some rail customers here, and they decided to start their own railroad. So they had this land here, and they repurposed it. And here they put in a gravel road down to where they're currently working. Down here, they're at the old tower. And of course, everybody that works in the tower is now out of a job because there's this new switch box. Everything's going to be done from remote location by a button pusher. So, more jobs lost. Hey, build back better. So anyhow, there they are digging a hole for the fiber optics and all that jazz. And let's see, recently I've been to a couple train shows lately, and I picked up I think that's a Broadway Limited high railer. Actually, I got that at Robbie's Hobbies. Yeah, that's right. I got that at Robbie's Hobbies here in Columbus, Ohio. And the thing runs great. So that's pretty cool. And I got this Walther's truck here filled with gravel. I was like, that stuff's going to spill out all over the place, so I just glued it all in there. Yeah, who cares, right? So that will forever have gravel in it. So here's their little work path coming up here to get in there. And I use the Scene Master wood grade crossing there. I've done a little green work here, or brown, whatever you want to call it. And working over here, I decided to change up my elevator configuration a little bit. And things down here were a little bit complicated for me. It was just too compact with that mill right there and the old feed mill. So I took them out. I added this end building here to the mill to make it one big unit, and they can work 2 cars at a time. And this is the storage area there for them. Of course, the switchers live down here at the end. And I'm going to make a scale for where that grain hauler came out, so he can scale out, because on the other side there's a inbound scale built into that. So anyhow, what I want to get to over here is I decided to add the Walthers Interstate Oil and Gas Terminal. And once again, I use the India ink to kind of make a nasty mess down in here, because it's all oil and it leaks. And I made a lot of 55-gallon drums. I just got another order in today of 55-gallon drums I'm going to put together, and they're going to sit in front here. But we have oil leaking everywhere. Hopefully the EPA doesn't come around. I think I'll make a law that says they can't. Yeah, I can do that, right? There we go. So anyhow, it's a Texaco facility. Found the tanker at one of the train shows. I picked that up. I know it's a gasoline tanker. I don't care. It looks good sitting there. Got the oil truck. This kit, you can either make those tanks taller or these tanks longer, which I wouldn't suggest doing that because they fit in cradles. Or you can go with the specified sizes and come up with an extra overflow tank. So I went with an extra overflow tank with no accessories. I'm sure it's easy to find those things for them, but we'll just go with that. And I got a printer, and I printed out a Texaco sign and made a sign for myself. How about that? So that's what I did here. So it's not so canyon-like, like trying to go in above Manhattan or something like that and stick your hand down in there. Now I can see across and take care of business here. So that's served with some tank cars, and I didn't have anything served with tank cars. So now I have this, and that's kind of fun. And I went ahead and built, I forget what this is called, this little kit here. I went ahead and built that. Of course, painted it the same as that office. And it goes along with this other kit that I built for a long time ago that I forgot to put the windows in, the glazing. And once I sealed it up, but who cares? That's where the truck scale will be, right there. Oh, right there. And this is where everybody has to check in to go into the mill, into the elevator. So I wish I had the foresight when I bought this truck, because they are now hard to find. I really would like to have a couple of them, but they're just out of stock. No one has them, and if you do find them online, they're outrageously priced. So, I mean, what are you going to do? And all you can get now is the trailer portion of it, and those are outrageously priced. It's not that particular one, but there are other kinds. And so I'm not willing to go that far up in cost for something like that. Another fun thing I've been doing, let me get around the pole here, is I added some wildlife here. We got some bears, and we've got some deer. And the deer are around because I found some sand at Hobby Lobby that kind of looks like corn, so we got some corn spillage here on the rails. And they're coming up, they're going to eat the corn. So we've got some deer there. And of course I got the old school boxes here. Signal boxes that I'm working on. They're not quite set in there yet. I need to weather them up a little bit. So that's what I've been working on while it's been raining. And it's been fun. I also got some of these boards, tempered hardwood. I forget what it is. They come in 4x8 foot sheets, but I can't lift a 4x8 foot sheet by myself, so I got the 2x4 foot. And I tried to put my sky on it, and you see the wrinkles in there. It didn't quite work out. It's a 2 or 3 man job. I tried to do it by myself. So I think what I'm going to do is cut them in half and make it a 1x4. And I think it'll line up real nice here. Because I really don't need a 2 foot sky, just 1 foot just to get above the average height of everything here. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to take those out to the garage here probably in the next few days and cut them in half on the table saw and get that all done. Get rid of that baby blue back there. But anyhow, if you didn't realize, my layout is a lot of trucks and trucking things, because I did that for 30 years. I was an over the road. I hate that word. It's like we don't drive in yards. Coast to coast, all over the country, that sort of thing. So I have a lot of trucking elements in here, a lot of trucks, especially over here on the other side. I'll take you over there real quick. Another thing I did was back there behind the buildings, I've been adding a lot of trees because I don't see anything else to put back there. Maybe some backdrop buildings, but I think the trees are a nice touch. So let's walk over here. Pardon my mess. But like I was talking about, the trucking elements, things like this. Picked up a yard, what do you call it, spotter truck. That guy put those guys out of business. So this guy here. So anyhow, a lot of trucking elements. Guys waiting to come in to get unloaded or loaded, whatever. And still working on Summerstown. And you know, that's a ways off there. Still need some more kits for this town. A recent build is what is that, the Lifelike Hotel? I forget the name of it, but it's a 3-story. I bought 2 kits. I tried to make it 6. It looks stupid, so I turned it into 5 stories. And I think it looks pretty cool now. Weathered it up. And of course the Waffle House. It's not set there yet. It's just sitting there. And some of the other buildings down in here. And I've been working on the track over here. And things like that. So anyhow, that's all for this video. Just letting you know I did a little something while it's been raining out. And more mess over there. But I'm quite happy with how things are going. It's a slow process. I love this curve. But, and what's going on here? Maybe someday I'll fill that in and actually it'll just be that silver box. But for right now, I like the scene. So we'll just leave it that way. And I think this is going to stay here. I kind of like it there. Everything gets past it just fine. I don't know what to do with that building there. And of course, at the train show, my wife found a real car she liked, an old wooden car. So we'll fit this in here somehow. Anyhow, this is the big project this week. I was working on this, and I've got a lot more to do here. I need some more trees for along that. That's going to be a tree line there. Yeah, so anyhow, thanks for stopping by. And once again, my name is Bob. And this is Morgan's Rock Railroad. See you next time.